So as I stated in the previous tutorial, you may be wondering, what is the big difference between importing one Canvas course into another and then exporting or sharing content in the Commons and pulling that content into some of your existing courses? Like, when would you want to do each of these? So I've made this table, and your results may vary. You may find that you're more comfortable with working with one of these particular types of import and export than the other, and that's fine. But I just want to kind of outline scenarios where it might be appropriate to use one versus the other. So let's say that you've been teaching a course for a while, and it's very, very rare that you make updates either mid-semester or even between semesters to the course. Let's say you've gotten it kind of down to a science, you're happy with the way that course is arranged, and you don't mind having to export that course and import it into another Canvas course at the beginning of each semester. Well, then you might choose to import that Canvas course into one of your other ones. Additionally, if you're teaching a bunch of different types of courses, so you don't have a lot of the sections of the same type of course, you're teaching a bunch of different types of courses, then you're probably not going to need to use any kind of Commons sharing capabilities. And then maybe also you don't really want to share any of your content across your courses. Your quizzes for your introductory course are exclusive to your introductory course. They don't tie into any later courses that you teach. Well, you're probably not going to need to worry about utilizing the Commons. You might instead just say, okay, every single semester I'm going to import my previous semester's courses into these next courses, and then I'll work from there. If I want to make any updates, I'll make them after the import, and that's fine. Let's talk now instead about where you would probably want to use the Commons. So if you're going to make updates to your course content, and this can either be in the same semester or, just as I said previously, it could be if say I'm teaching a fall Biology 1406 class, I could share it to the Commons and then I could choose to import it into my spring shells from the Commons if I want to. I have that option. Yes, I could do the exact same thing over here on the left with the import from one Canvas course to another, but I could do that with the Commons as well. Additionally, if I'm teaching multiple sections of the same course, if I'm teaching four 1406 courses, four Biology 1406 courses, then I might want to just build one of them out as my quote-unquote master version of that course, share it to the Commons, and import that into all of the other courses. So then let's say I notice there's a typo, or I want to make a change to a quiz or something like that. I go in that one master course, I make the change, I share it to the Commons, and then within the Commons, I can actually update the other sections I have all simultaneously. So I can literally update them all at the same time instead of having to go into each individual section and choosing to import. And then finally, I can share content across multiple sections or multiple courses. So let's say I'm teaching a Biology 1406 course, which is for science majors, and a Biology 1408 course, which is for non-science majors. And I realize, oh, these actually have the same topics covered for the first couple of chapters, and I have a quiz that I really like giving to both my majors and non-majors that's essentially the same quiz. I could share it from my majors course and then import it into all of my non-majors sections. And that way, any changes I choose to make to that quiz in the majors version of the course, I can also update in the non-majors version. So really it comes down to what you're looking to do, what your workflow is, and that's how ultimately you can use one or both of these tools to your advantage. Okay. Additionally, the Commons is incredibly beneficial if you've got content that is being shared amongst department members. So if two people are teaching biology and they would like to share content with each other, the Commons ultimately is what will allow you to do this. Whereas with importing from another Canvas course is limited to just the Canvas courses of a single faculty member. So if I've built Canvas courses and one of my colleagues wants to utilize a quiz or one of my courses, they can't simply go into their import from Canvas course option and then find my course anywhere else. To do that, I would have to actively share that course in the Commons. So those are some examples of ways that you can utilize the Commons versus when you might want to choose to just simply import from one Canvas course to another.